Welcome to an extra edition of the Crimeycade. I am the mad conservative crime fighter, Stephen Lucas, former Gamer of the Year, former uh, Pinball Expo champion, 1991 Nintendo Campus Challenge national champion, a former T20 champion, and a recent entry into the Guinness World Book of Records Gamers Edition. Well, why am I streaming here on a Wednesday night? Well, had a request to get somebody in here because he could only show up on Wednesdays. Plus, he has something coming up. So we'll get to him in a second. I do want to. Geez, I got to switch to my. There we go. I do have a few things I need to go through since tomorrow is probably going to be quite busy. First things first. Fred Young, 2024 Pinball Expo Hall of Famer, who is a voice artist for many different pinball titles, has passed away as of last Friday. Don't know cause. I don't know anything about any health issues he was having, other than probably just old age, I guess. But this man was there at the Pinball Expo this past October, and to be honored for his lifetime of work in pinball, he was a voiceover artist for many, I think about 3 different pinball machines, maybe more than that. But tomorrow on the podcast, I will be airing his Hall of Fame induction from the Pinball Expo this past October as a way to honor this man and significant figure in the pinball industry. And he made it to the 40th anniversary of the Pinball Expo, and next year he will, he's going to be, there's going to be a void next year. Well, this October, because they have announced the dates for the upcoming Pinball Expo, and there's going to be a void. This gentleman has been at the Pinball Expo for many, many years, and Pin Expo 41, he will not be with us. He'll be with us in spirit, but he will be missed. Fred Young. Condolences to the family of the Youngs. He's out of Niles, Illinois, so we will air that tribute tomorrow night. You've probably seen a lot of these lately. I've been getting bombarded with these in my feed on Facebook. Dozens and dozens of law firms are I guess, set to file a class action lawsuit against multiple video game companies due to, I guess, addiction. I'm trying to get somebody. I've messaged several of these pages asking for somebody to come on my podcast to talk about this issue. Because, something I should point out, parents having an issue with video games is not a new issue. Every generation of gamer has had to go through this. So this is not unique. Parents are not happy with kids playing games for hours on end, and I'm no exception. And, some of us made a career out of it. But I'm looking for a guest that represents one of these lawsuits to come on my podcast to answer questions. Because I want to know if they really are fighting for something that's, is the onus on the game or should it be on the parent? And a lot of this has to do with microtransactions. So this will be one to watch. I will be covering this hopefully in the future and get somebody representing one of these lawsuits on the podcast to talk about it. And as usual, I'm trying to get to 100 followers on Facebook so I can stream on Facebook besides Twitch. I have crossed 100 followers on Twitch, but not anywhere. I need 35 more on Facebook. So if you're following me on Twitch, I would like a follow on Facebook so I can co-stream on it. Anyway, the chase for tokens. By the way, we're only going to go for an hour tonight because I bet we're going to go at least 3 hours tomorrow, and I'm not going to have time to go through this stuff. The token chase continues. Andrew Owasco is still widening his lead. Mossies is also putting distance between me and him. So, but all the activity is going to be between Andrew, James, Mossies, and myself here, at least in the top 10. And we're about the end of January now, and here we go. I'm still on 8th place, but if any more scores get taken, I'm going to get moved down. And Arcade Wars, we need somebody to put up a higher score for 3rd. Somebody. 600,000 points might get us there, because this is in reach. 300,000 is in reach. So I see my guest is squirming over there, so I'm gonna have to speed this up. And here's what we have to talk about tonight. There we go. And he's probably happy to see that on the screen. So let's welcome him in. He's the hype man. He also calls himself the Winter Soldier. He's the host of Blade Wars Tournament. He is JP Pitts. Welcome.
What's going on, Steven? How you doing? Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Great.
You've been busting a gut to get on the podcast.
Well, I wanted to reach out because, I've been seeing you've been struggling to get some special guests in through your podcast. So, just trying to help you out a little bit.
Well, I can have repeat guests until there's no tomorrow, but everybody's got to get a turn.
Yeah, just like I said, trying to help a gamer out. That's all it is.
I mean, I got 3 guests tomorrow.
Great.
And I got a guest next week.
So you got plenty of help, I see.
Well, this is tomorrow.
Got
the
it.
Video Game Roundtable. So I've got somebody from, I'll tell you I'll give you the name. Coming in tomorrow. A lady by the name of Hall's Fright. Sounds like a wrestling name. Well, this person's involved with wrestling, so is the owner of Rewind Village in Richmond, Virginia. Josh McClelden, gosh, owner of J Gaming. He's out of Niles, Michigan. And then Caleb Coy, he owns Midwest Retro Game Shop in Troy, Missouri. So this is tomorrow, and we're going to talk about video game shops and kind of get some life experience on what these guys go through to get a game shop together. And I bet it's not easy. I bet it's not simple as acquiring a bunch of merch and throwing it in the building and then opening the doors. So
it's
tomorrow.
Cool. That sounds interesting. I might tune into that. So cool. It sounds like you got some guests on your side. So like I said, just helping a brother out.
All right. Well, let's start with Blade Wars. Now, right from the outset, I'm just going to tell you, I can't be there on the 8th. I can't.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's Nora calling you on, not me.
I know he's calling me out on that. So I'm going to have to do something a little different with Norbert Bale. Um, maybe a best
Okay.
of seven challenge. We just arrange a best of seven challenge, blind draw, like I did with Jimbo Slice James White, who is in the chat tonight. In fact, I need to
What's
catch
up,
up on his
Jimbo?
messages
What's
here.
going on, Jimbo? How you doing, man?
I'd like to get Andrew Owasco in the best of seven challenge as well.
Look what you started, Steven. I mean, seriously. What was it? Your first time doing it with me, and now everyone's doing it. I mean,
This is your
you're
third. How many times have you been on the podcast?
me?
Yeah.
What? This
You've
is
been
my
on this podcast at least 3 or 4 times.
At least 3.
At least 3. Okay. So, Blade Wars Tournament, you want to talk about Blitz, and I guess you've gotten a lot better at Blitz because you're closing in on Jim Patzer's blowout score. So tell me about it. Tell me all about it.
Yeah. It's a good turnout right now. We're definitely gonna have way more people than last time. I remember the last year, the first year that we did Blitz, I think we had 8 people only, but now we've got 20, at least 20 players saying that they're coming guaranteed. So would expect a big turnout for this.
Now they say they're coming. Will they make it? Because I thought I was coming to the MK tournament, and then boom, I had not a very fun time driving back from St. Louis, and with a hacking cough. And last weekend, I was down. I didn't even say this. I was gonna say it. I was down and out over the weekend.
Where are you?
Friday I went into work and then turned around and went home after an hour because after the 3 to 4 hour podcast last week, which included an extra added bonus because I didn't expect I needed to go right back on the air for something, which we'll get to a bit later. But
okay, I'm listening.
Calm down.
I'm
down
chill.
over there.
I'm chill.
Don't you freak out on me.
I've got my Sonic slippers on. They're sitting right here at the by the fire stand. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm chill.
Well, what I was going to say is, Jimbo Slice, chill.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call you by both. Here,
Steven, it's Jimbo Slice.
I know that.
That's the man right there.
Better be careful because I might do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember, huh?
Nice shot.
You know,
nice
I'm a little annoyed with you.
Yeah.
That.
I'll give it to you. That was pretty clever.
Because there's a few folks that thought that was a little rude of you to cut me off.
Well, we got to take control of our airspace, That's all.
Take control of your airspace. Well, you also don't need to panic either with your airspace. And you did. But I'm not ready to go with, I guess I'm being pulled in the wrong direction already. Let's go back. Pulled in the direction before. Can you scoot over a little bit? You look like you're cut off. You're like on the edge here. Yeah, right center yourself. There you go. Jeez. Well, I zoomed in for a reason to make you look a little closer instead of in the distance.
I see A-Train in the stream chat. What's up, A-Train?
Yes. A-Train is there. Yes, he is here.
Cool.
All right, Blitz. So $15 to enter at BloodWarsTournament.com. Saturday, February the 8th at 2 o'clock at the Galpin Ghost Arcade. So, now last year it ended up being Jim Patzer versus Norbert Vale in the final. I guess the quote-unquote Super Bowl round. Everybody remembers the last two plays of the game.
Yeah, the last
two
play.
plays of the game, yes. Well, last two plays because he received the kickoff, tried to run out the clock in the end zone, got tackled and lost the ball in the end zone, and then Norbert Vale took the ball and grabbed the ball in the end zone and got the touchdown. And then the last play of the game, Jim Patzer had to, you gotta go now, you gotta go now, yes, go now, blah, 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 blah. And he got tackled, and the game was over. And from the jaws, he snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And one of the most stunning endings.
Yeah, that moment was crazy.
History.
That moment was crazy. I was like, yeah, I had no words for that. It's something that you don't see every day, I'll tell you that. And it's insane how like lately with the Bloody Wars, there's been moments similar to that. I mean, if you look back into like Power Stone, like I'll give him props. I mean, Aiden was able to pull that upset. I'm not gonna lie, so that was pretty cool to see. Then, I mean, MK4. Hold on, give me a minute. MK4, like literally, we thought there was gonna be like a official grand finals match, Placky versus Vale, but all of a sudden, those my coworker, after that coworker sabotage friendly fire thing, yes, after that it was just like you can't expect, like you have to expect the impossible to happen in Bloody Wars. I'll put it that way.
But that gentleman came in, won the title, and hadn't been seen again.
Yeah, pretty much. It's yeah, like I said, it's one of those things that you don't see every day. So, I mean, I haven't heard anything from Jim Patzer if he's gonna make it to the Blitz. There's no official word of that yet, but I know Norbert is ready for that trophy.
I don't know. Well, Patzer's driving in from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yes.
Yeah, I feel the A-train. Yes, Pearl. Yes, Pearl. It was a sabotage. It definitely was. But it's okay. I'll get him again soon. I'll get him soon.
Well, there has been a bit of a trend, which I am a little curious about. We seem to have people winning the Bloody Wars Championship and then not coming in to defend their belt afterward. What's up with that?
So when you're in organization, when you're running an organization with running fighting games, a lot of fighting games are different. So there's been times where we've been grabbing players that are just in it for the game. Any of the other games, that's not their cup of tea or they've never played it before. So with that said, there's been a lot of champions recently that are like that. So that's why, but then you get the guys like, but that's what's so special about Norbert, like Norbert Vale, regardless of whatever worst game there is, like he is a longtime regular. He, regardless of the game that he has a disadvantage of, like regardless of that, like you're gonna see guys like Norbert that are coming in to win just for the glory for Bloody Wars. So guys like that we want to keep around. I mean, it's pretty cool to see other
Right.
it's cool to see other gamers do their thing with their own cup of tea type of fighting game, you know, but we want to see those guys back, and that's our
Right.
goal. So
Right.
yeah, we're looking into something like that. But yeah, like I said, it would be cool to see those guys come in regularly.
Well, if you're gonna call yourself Spirit, you should at least show it.
Yeah, Spirit's a very good Street Fighter 6 player. I was pretty shocked the way he the way he carried on my name in the tournament. So
But he
he
didn't
definitely
show
had
up. He didn't. He vacated the belt at first opportunity.
Well, I mean, if you really want to look at it this way, in his defense, you know, Street Fighter 6 versus Mortal Kombat from 19 in the 90s, like there's a
Yeah.
big difference there, you know.
Well, he could have learned it if he wanted to. If he's that.
Well, he could have. I mean, I would have definitely teached him how to.
If you're gonna
But
be a champ, show it. Demonstrate you're a champion. Defend your belt. Don't vacate it because it's not the game that's in your wheelhouse. Now, Power Stone will never be in my wheelhouse, but if I was the champ and Power Stone was the next game, I would have to show. I would still meet my obligation as a defending champion and
that's
show
right.
up and proceed to lose like a man.
Exactly. That's why we like you here, Steven. I mean, you've been a great champion too. I mean, you're the Pinball Expo champion from last year. I mean,
2
if there
years ago
was,
now,
yeah,
a year and a
I
half.
mean, if you were to like go over there again, like if you were to go over there last year when they had it, like if they had it again, you could have defended that belt, right? Like,
Yeah,
you guys,
I ran around the Pinball Expo floor with the belt.
and even with the hardcore championship, man. I mean, you're looking for a fight, whoever has the belt, you know. So
Yeah, it's been a while since I've started for a fight on the hardcore title, but then again, the champ wasn't there. So what am I gonna do? And plus,
right.
I had to go for it on a Monday. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so let's see. After Blitz, so March the 9th is. Did I put it on stage? Oh, I gotta zoom out over here. There we go. So you're taking a trip to the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
They don't have very many fighting games up there, but there's a couple of key ones there. Have you decided? Have you decided what you're going to have the tournament on?
So the next Bloody Wars the next Bloody Wars event will be held at the Headless Horseman arcade. That is correct. So I was able to get a good look on how everything is. Here, give me a minute. That's my battery. It's fine. I've got a backup one.
While he's changing it out, I will make myself full screen while we can still hear him. Oh, here we go. You know, this is everybody's incorporating wrestling style promos. So in the gaming world, so why not? What if he was a bit obnoxious? I can get that way too. You should know I can get obnoxious, Jimbo Slice. Oops.
Was he commenting on that promo?
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, that was a good promo that Norbert did. Yeah, I mean, people should check it out.
That was a lot of work. He did a lot of work on that. He had to assemble a lot of clips. It wasn't just stand in front of the camera and rant like I do.
I'm gonna if anyone wants like the link of like the uncut, the unseen stuff from that interview, let me know. I've got
Oh,
raw
it's got a
footage
lot
of that.
more. There's a lot more in there.
Oh man, I mean that stuff is just exclusive stuff. You're just gonna have to like, you're just gonna want to need to find out like what else did Norbert say? You know, I mean, there was I remember there were some things that I've missed on from that video. So I've got
Did he
good.
edit it or did you edit it?
No, I edited it. No, that was all
Oh,
me.
you edited it.
All the
I thought
promos
Norbert
that
put it
was going
together.
on in all the promos that were going on in Bloody Wars. That's all done by me.
So I'm the only one who edits my own promos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although the one for the award show, you chop that one up a little bit. I guess to shorten it a bit, but since I tend to ramble. All right, so so I want to get an update on your side quest to become a professional wrestler. Where is
Oh
it?
yeah.
You had supposedly video of a match that you had, your debut match, and
So
then
you can actually find that on Instagram. It's
it's
not
on
on.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Can you put it up in a window? Because I want to
I
see this. I don't have Instagram.
I mean, I could try to send a link.
Yeah, send the link. If you can send the link, then I'll see if I can even access it. That'd be great. Because I want to see this. But your gimmick, as of
All
right
right. Well,
now,
for now, what was I gonna say? Yeah, um, I've taken some time off of like off of work for a little bit to actually get my prime self back. Now, during that time, that was what 2019. That's like pre-COVID years. During that time, I was like the beast at it. So me taking time off of work just to be in my best, the best shape that I can ever be, and to conquer some people, it takes a lot, you know. But at the end of the day, you gotta get to where you want to go.
right?
So yeah, it's pretty cool to. It's pretty cool that I'm doing this again. Plus, it's like I think um I had like a 2 year gap between wrestling and me trying to get in that back. It's like I need that back. I miss kicking people's butt. So
So, who was your first match against?
so there were amateur wrestlers. There were
Amateur pros, I guess.
uh, they're in the same field as I am, so they're not as like knowable today. So, but
Oh yeah.
I've gotten a good hands with people. So
You can't tell me the name of your first opponent on a show?
his name was Jake. We call him Jake the Snake.
Well, what's his ring name?
I don't think he
You're,
would want me to put that on the Crimeycade. But
are you saying it's rated X? It's an
wait,
X-rated name.
what? What? Wait, what?
Your first match, your opponent ring name is X-rated. That's why you say you can't say it on
Oh,
this.
oh, I see. No, it's not. No,
So yeah, because I like to verify things. That's why I'm
no,
asking you
no,
because
it's
I
not.
want.
I don't think I've ever. I don't think I know who he is actually.
I covered the wrestling business and know the who's who of professional wrestling in downstate Illinois for the last 15 years before the stupid little drama and the immature little kid, which thankfully his identity politics world is being dismantled in front of his very eyes in most places.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, That's why I wanted. That's why I'm asking you specific questions because it's like you're like philandering here. It's like, did any of your friends take pictures of your match and post them on Facebook for others to see? Like that's another question I'd be asking. So far, I found nothing.
Well, it's all about the entertainment, right? So
Well, of course, it's about the entertainment.
you just got to come to one of my matches whenever that happens.
Well, when is your next match?
So right now I'm in the middle of training right now. I've been working out every day. I've been working on some moves with some of my coaches. So I'm in the process of training right now. Whenever my next match is, I'll be ready for it.
All right. So here's one other thing. So you had a vote, I think, yesterday.
A boat?
A vote.
A vote. Oh, okay.
You had some sort of vote going on, and then you posted the result.
Oh my God! Come on.
And you are not happy with the result.
No. Oh no.
What vote was this? Was it from that Google form?
Yeah, it's Google form.
So I put my vote in. I put Breaker's Revenge, but I want to know what the heck happened because you were not happy with the result.
So I was not happy with the result. Because there was 240. What was it? 247 votes or 200. Yeah, 247 responses.
Okay.
From the forums. I'm thinking, oh my God, so many people voted. What the heck? So then I looked into, literally all of them are like made up names or like used names or something and put Tetris on them. And I'm like, nah, that's got to be done by one person.
They put in 200 entries for
226.
226 entries for Tetris.
Correct.
And you think one person did all of this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or a small group.
No, there's no way. It's got to be by one person.
I don't think it was one person. I think it was at least a couple accomplices in the group. At least 3 or 4 had to.
I don't know why they would. I mean,
well,
I wouldn't be
because they're in on the joke.
I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be interested in like doing anything all day on Google Forms.
I don't think it is all day. There's only like put your name in and then put the name of the game on there.
Yeah, try that 226 times.
Which is why I think it was broken up between multiple parties. So.
Oh man, but yeah.
Look at you! You're doing this, like what?
Because I'm just like
you're like looking for an exit, ready to run for the hills.
It was just crazy. It was a crazy moment.
So I want to ask you: Are you any good at Tetris?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Can you play Tetris?
No, I suck at
Tetris. Have you ever played it before?
Absolutely, I have.
Okay.
But I know I'm not good at it, so I mean...
Well, I'm not expecting you to be like Thor Ackerlund.
Well, try me. If you actually, I will suck at it. I don't know why. I'm able to, I'm able to, move stuff around in my house very well, and I can't solve the game. That's crazy.
Okay. Well, all right. So moving on. Let's talk about the Galvin Ghost for a little bit. So there's going to be major changes. I've not been able to cover this topic because my guests My guest interviews have been running like way much longer than I expected. So changes to Monday Mystery Game. We got the Vault series coming up. Next Monday is going to be the final Monday Mystery Game as we know it at 1025. Emergency Call Ambulance was unveiled Monday. Next week, one more new game to the arcade floor, and then after that, it's games on the floor temporarily. Apparently, Doc is not going to pull a single game off the floor, even if it's broke, to, I guess, shuffle games in and out, which that would have been an option, but Doc is not going to go swapping games in and out, except for the vault games. So, your thoughts?
I feel like it makes sense. I'm surprised that we didn't do this sooner. Cause honestly, for me, when I'm at the arcade, I'm usually the guy that usually moves games around, so I would be part of that. So I understand like the process of it, and yeah, we are so out of room, and we've been out of room ever since Canton started filling up. So yeah,
Canton was full the day it opened.
yeah, but we had to move some games around here and there to make it work. So
Well, yeah, but so Canton was supposedly going to be the answer to the space problems, and ended up because it took so long to open. Because it
temporarily.
took so long to open Canton. I mean, there was like 100 some odd games that had been previously unveiled that were off the arcade floor and inaccessible until Canton opened. And now we're about at that situation again, although now Doc says he's not going to pull a game off the floor. Although there's certain games I think should take a vacation because either it's been down long term, like I'm talking a lot of months in a row, maybe a few cases years in a row. Typically, a vector game would be down that long. Now we got somebody in there that's knocking them out of the park in repairs. So games that have been down a long time might be been brought back to life recently.
Mm-hmm.
Some games are being combined. I wish they really didn't go splitting them up, thinking they were going to have all sorts of room to split these games up and have everything in their own individual cabinet because it wasn't going to last very long,
Right.
and it didn't. The other great thing was they got that aisle cleared in the entrance because that worried me.
Yeah, I could agree.
That's a bottleneck. That's case of disaster. You don't want to. I mean, there was other exits that could be used for an emergency, but yeah, the entrance. Yeah, you don't want bottlenecks. If you have to get everybody out of the building for whatever reason. Um, Go ahead. You had something on the tip of your tongue.
No, I was just gonna say yeah, it's a process that you have to put into like when you're moving games around. I knew that that was gonna be like Kansas was gonna be like the last expansion before when Galloping Ghost does the second floor, and I feel like that's like a long process. So I mean, it's
And
like I said, I'm just
years before that happens.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm just surprised that we didn't do this sooner because that could have helped a lot.
I know there's some games that are given, gosh, not really being played, or at least there's some out there that I don't think are getting touched. I couldn't tell you which ones off the top of my head.
Hmm.
I could guess which ones, but no. Any observations from the Galaxy Ghost that you've seen lately that you want to bring up?
One more time. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Anything you've observed at the Galaxy Ghost Arcade you want to bring up in the last several weeks? Anything
That I
that's
want to
caught your
bring up.
attention? Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not there all the time. I'm only there every
Oh,
few weeks. You're there every week. Multiple
yeah. I
times a week.
mean, it's. I mean, Galvin Ghost is like. What are you asking me in general?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was going
How
somewhere.
is it over there?
Yeah, how is it over there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's the the process. I mean, we were busy. We were extremely busy over there because the holidays are coming up and people are looking to do
We had the
stuff.
holidays. I guess you're talking about Lincoln's birthday and President's Day.
Yeah. Plus Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That was
You already had
hectic.
it.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
there that
the
weekend.
hol- the holidays. I mean, it's been about 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks of busyness with Christmas, Thanksgiving, those good holidays where the winter break too. So you
Yeah.
would get a lot of kids off, so that was pretty huge. So
What is the
but,
current single day attendance record?
currently,
Yeah.
normal crowds on on a week. I know that in a weekend we would get 500 people in there.
But what's the high score?
600 or seven.
I could have
Seven.
sworn it was okay. Yeah.
That's not today's records though.
No,
Like
no, no,
usually
no.
on the
What's the single day attendance record at Galapagos Arcade of all time? If you
of
know it.
all
If
time.
you don't,
Oh,
yes.
probably 900 people at least,
900?
960, something like that.
960. Okay. I was trying to find out if it cracked 1,000 in any particular day. It has not.
It
That you
could
know
get
of.
there. It can really get there. It can get there. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Final issue that I got to bring up, and I don't want any wussing out here.
What?
So, no wussing out, no running for the hills when I bring up this
No,
top. No
I'm
bring
fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the last time I tried to come on last time I was on your podcast, I wanted to issue a challenge out to all the former gamers of the year. All the former gamers of the year. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I had the match with Jimbo Slice and defeated him. I
Okay.
wanted to challenge all the other former gamers of the year. Matt Walters, Chris Plackey, Fred DeHart, Jamie Tibbetts, Andrew Owasco, Pete Hahn, Zerst, although that's highly unlikely. Matt Rocco, highly unlikely. I don't think anybody's heard from him lately. Basically, I wanted to have best of 7 challenges with all these guys, one by one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if I can beat Jimbo Slice, I can beat all the other former gamers of the year. I've tried this before with Fred DeHart, but he said it wasn't a civil challenge, which I could think of nothing more civil than competitive gaming against an opponent in a best of 7 challenge, a friendly battle for gaining supremacy. But I also mentioned who I wanted to host it. And you went berserk because I brought that name that you didn't want brought up. And then you cut me off. And now you're looking away from the camera, out into the distance, out the window.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that on the podcast.
All right. Oh, is that right?
I'm not gonna talk about that. I mean,
so I want you to sit here and I want you to observe. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I want you to observe this because a challenge has been don't
Steven.
Stand right there.
Steven.
A challenge has been issued. You know, I talk about my best of 7 challenges. Well, this is now a best of 10 challenge. You've been challenged to a best of 10 sometime this summer by, I guess, your former partner now, I guess, because here's the thing. This is the mistake you made. If you didn't cut me off that day on your podcast and just like let it blow through, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't be going on. This wouldn't still be going on. But because you did this, now you got challenged to a best of 10. So, you know who issued the challenge. It's not going to go away. You may run, but you can't hide. So I'm going to put it on you right now. The best of 10 challenge has been issued. It's being developed. 5 of the games have been chosen. 5 more will be chosen. It's going to be the deal of a lifetime. So, put on your big boy pants. Show how tough you are. Show that you're a man.
Steven, I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it.
Nope.
So what you're saying is you got challenged. You got challenged and you're wussing out.
Next question. I'm not doing it.
Next question. So now we know.
Next topic.
You are running away. You're afraid.
All right, Steven. I'll see you later, man.
Oh, really? You're going to run. Tail between your legs. As I thought. I knew it.
No, it's okay.
Soldier you are.
No, I'm not. Are we gonna talk about something else?
That was the last topic because a new video got posted and another update on the challenge. So, hashtag JP versus King BO10.
Cool.
Well, you better think about it because this ain't going away. And it is a civil challenge. Best gamer.
All right, Steven, if there's nothing else to talk about, man, I appreciate being on the Crimeycade. Appreciate everything that you're doing, especially coming to Bloody Wars. It's been great, man, and I hope I'll see you around the arcade.
Oh, next time I see you,
all right,
you'll get ousted again. Whoa! Look at this, Elsa Deerwell. Wow. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. He is afraid. He's been challenged. You know he did wrong. And now, yep, Yep. It's fear. Fear is the worst. Yeah. Well, yes, I know you've been lurking this whole time. I purposely not mentioned your name, but he's aware of the challenge, and he's going to try and avoid it at all costs. He is going. Oh, you want in? All right. Hang on. I'm not thinking to ambush. I wasn't out to ambush him, but if he wanted to come on this podcast, he should have expected that the topic was going to come up because the topic was going to come up because he slighted me on his own podcast. I gave him plenty of opportunity to respond. No, he could have gone the you should have given a diplomatic answer of some sort. It would have been fine. But this is silly. Anyway, I'm waiting. Well, he's coming in. Hold on. God. This is a warning to Josh. You banned me from bloody worse stuff. I'm going to be royally pissed, and I'll be in your face the next time I see you. Beware. Well, good grief. Is he coming or not? I guess I'm going to have to kill a little bit more time until he comes in here. And now I lost my daggum PowerPoint presentation. Well, this is ridiculous. Anyway, this is supposed to be towards the end of the show anyway, because I got other things to do. I didn't expect to stream tonight, but this is tomorrow night. Here on the Crimeycade. I don't know about that. I think he's just... I think he made an incorrect choice, but, We're going to keep things clean, by the way. But, I don't run from a challenge. Gosh, you got to get here. Here we go. Sheesh. I think you'd never make it.
I knew he was going to run. My camera's not working, but I knew he was going to run.
We'll just keep the screen up because
go ahead.
This is tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what?
I'm not surprised, by the way.
I knew he was going to run. But the thing is, I don't know what he's so scared of. The rest of the games aren't even picked yet.
Yeah, but I think he doesn't even want to have I think he's just trying to put distance between him and you for a reason. And, there is... I have an idea of what the fuss is about on his side, from his perspective. Now, I thought I got all the drama resolved, but now there's just the lingering angst between you two.
So, okay, here's the thing. This is more, and I'm going to be as real as it gets. I'm going to be as real as I can be. Okay. Thank you, Allison, my darling. Here's the thing. Also, what's up, A-Train? So here's the thing. He knows, he thinks I'm going to, he thinks probably I might win this or not. But the thing is, he doesn't know if he's going to win. So that's why he's over here so confident.
I don't know if it's a question of winning or losing.
And the thing is, this isn't a normal best of 10. You've seen the amount of videos I have put into this. This is more than just some challenge for me and him. I want this.
Yeah.
Be
careful that it doesn't turn into, well, he's want to make sure that this isn't becoming a cyber stalking deal either. There's a limit to everything, but you're not cyber stalking him, but you want him to have a match with him. So
I want this I want this match. Like, he doesn't get it. He does not get it. Like, I want this match. Like, come on. Like, oh my god. Like, the video I made today, I again, and everybody has had their creative ways of doing promos. The way all of those videos I put up, those are the ways I work.
Yeah.
Those are my type of promos. But
yeah,
the fact that he's running off and not gonna man up, I really thought a man who had Bloody Wars in control on his own with other people would actually be man enough to be like, well, I'll accept your challenge, King. Like, okay, what's the best that I could go wrong? And the thing is, he didn't even hear the stipulations yet.
Well, yeah, it's in the process of being put together, but
yeah, they are in the process. And,
Yeah.
I was going to unveil that in the next video. Here's the thing. He can keep running, but I'm going to keep posting.
I think it, well, he may just block you and then just try to pretend that you don't exist or something. I don't know.
That's fine by me. Hey, you know what? That's fine by me, because at the end of it all, he can keep running all he wants, but I want this to happen. And the reason why I want this to happen is two things. One, we can finally close the chapter on our issues, win or lose. Two, again, with the stipulation I have planned for, this deal of a lifetime that keeps floating around in all the videos, it's important to know, he should know that he could like this deal of a lifetime. See, the thing is, he's running because he thinks he's going to lose. He doesn't want to hear the stipulations. He doesn't realize the stipulation could be in his favor, and he's over here running away. He doesn't even realize it at all.
Well, I don't know.
It could be something for his favor.
There is drama. There was drama last year. I believe I did my best. I did what I could to mediate it, and it actually got some reconciliation, and hopefully, I'm still just trying to cool the tensions. But part of the cooling the tensions is having a little friendly competition, and this is friendly competition.
No, man. He's gonna keep running. He doesn't. He acted this way on Monday. He's been very quiet to me now. He's been very silent. He's been just quiet. And it's like, man, I want this to end. Like, I want us to have a battle. I could be civil about it, win or lose. With the stipulations, and that's it. Like, and then we just go on our happy way. That's what I want. But apparently,
I think that's the best case. That's the best case scenario. Well, you might have to start training to be a wrestler and then get booked in
I feel like that's gonna be the only I'll be able to get him now. Right. See, that's the thing. He's not looking at the big picture. He thinks he's going to lose automatically, and then not hear what the whole. He's afraid to put it on the line.
I don't. Like I said, I don't think he cares about winning or losing. I think he just wants to avoid it all because of what happened last year, which may have been a giant misunderstanding. I don't know. Well, actually, I do kind of know, which is why I got involved. So, to help this.
Again, like I said, that's past news, but this is more than just that. Like, this is about everything me and him have been through. So this is why I'm like, I want this. Why I want this.
Well, if it takes several months for this to happen, if you want this to happen during the summer?
Well, it's because the issue started in the summer.
So okay. So this is gonna be building all the way to August?
So the alleged spoiler, the spoiler, Allison. Oh, Allison, my biggest supporter right there. The biggest support I have right there. Anyway, so the plan for this is so the plan for it is I want to go to the plan is we're gonna go to me and Mini Beach, who are he's my cameraman. We're gonna go to Colossal Con again this year later on, and when we come back from that giant convention vacation, because that's technically our vacation, this time around. It's always been our vacation. We just go to Sandusky, Ohio. We go up there for
Okay.
like 5 days. Go party with people and all that and hang out, cosplay stuff, whatever.
Okay.
We do the show. We come back. I run King's Carnivalcade down there as well. So I'm running panels down there too. So
Okay.
King's Carnivalcade has been at conventions and all that. So we do the show, come back, and that's pretty much when Josh is out of time. So that's the reason why I made the 6 months. And I made it this long because I knew he was going to run. I knew he was going to avoid it. That's why I gave him 6 months. He's got until when I come back from ColossalCon Prime to accept this whole thing. And I guess if he doesn't accept it, then I guess, I don't know. I guess that's just it then. That'll be the rest of our lives. I built all that for nothing. But it's a really darn shame too, because I know I'm not the only one that wants this.
So, all right. So everybody who's watching this right now, everybody who's watching this, if you want to see JP versus King Cam, the final showdown, the final showdown, you got to pressure him. If you have to go up to him at the arcade and say, I want to see you versus King Cam in your best of 10 showdown, you're going to have to do that. You're all going to have to do that. And
everyone's going to have to push the...
He's going to have to be pressured. Don't harass him. Don't engage in harassment, but keep mentioning it to him in person. When you see him. In person, because he can run away online, but
he's working for a man that owns the biggest arcade in the world, and he can play himself.
Yeah,
Doc can play himself. Like, I don't think Doc wants somebody on his team not stepping up to a challenge that's not even that. I wouldn't say that professional, but it is being presented well. So
it's
I don't think
bad
Doc
look.
wants anybody not
that way.
Back away. So
it's a bad look, but
it really is. And he's not even on Team GGA with the fighting game teams like Shady and Tom and all them. Yeah. And it's just like, come on, you run Bloody Wars and like you can't. You've been running a successful good tournament. But the thing is, Allison, relax, darling. Anyway, the thing is like, it's there's no belt. There's no belt on the line.
No.
There's no belt.
Just pride.
Just pride just pride and an agreement handshake between gentlemen that I've come up with. I've come up with this agreement. The secret source picked the games and came up with the video ideas though.
Yeah.
That's why in my third video there was a video that said who's the secret source, which is my favorite video that me and the secret source have come up with together because they don't know who the source is. It could be anybody.
I hope we get some clues as to who the secret source is because there's a few people who think I am that person.
It's and that's the fun of it. That's the fun of the secret source.
Nobody knows who it is. Somebody in Josh's inner circle that's doing this. Can you trust who's in your inner circle?
Well, that's the thing. Because the secret source gave me a script, and we have come up with. Well, if you saw the video, you'll see how it all plays out. It's probably one of the best videos that me and that source have come up with together and written. And if you pay attention to it closely, you could definitely see who the secret source
might be
picked for its candidates.
Well, I'm in the video, so I guess I'm.
You might as well just play it now since my challenger flew the coop.
I guess I can, can't I?
I knew he was gonna run. Like I seriously knew it. Like I knew he was gonna run.
Well, I warned him not to run, and he chose to run anyway.
The fact that you couldn't even keep him there is hilarious.
You know what? Yeah.
It's probably, but yeah, you probably not get any audio, but.
Well, I had to unplug it.
Yeah, but this is
Hang on.
Oh,
there we go.
Don't let this
Got
play
it
out.
now?
Yeah, you got it.
Just had to plug this.
Best video.
So who's in here?
It's coming up at the end, I think.
Oh, I haven't gotten to that portion yet. There we go. Norbert, Jose, Damien, me, and Sam. I don't know if that's an indication of who they are. If these are the ones, but
Yes. So we literally, yeah, me and my secret source have come up with those candidates.
yeah.
So we have come up with those candidates, and the thing is, any one of them could be the secret source.
I could still be the secret source in the end.
Yes.
I don't know how.
And that's the mystery. That's the mystery. That's the mystery of the secret source. Like even if it is those six possible candidates.
Well,
There might be even a more plot twist. So because you never know. That's why I want people to keep looking at the videos that me and that source make, because we could flip the switch in an instant.
Yeah. All right, Brandon. I only intended to go for an hour tonight, and because I'm going to probably go 3 hours tomorrow, depending on how.
No, you're good. You got a big guest tomorrow.
Yeah. And well, last couple of podcasts have gone longer than I expected. So,
last few things I do have to say before I go. I know A-Train was in here. I know A-Train usually comes on my streams as well as Allison does. But yeah, I've been taking a small breather from streaming to pretty much get this whole thing rocking and rolling. I haven't streamed in like about a week. I've pretty much been like shadowing for this challenge that I want from Josh.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm going to keep and I mean I might come back to streaming maybe later this week, but for right now all I can say is if anybody has been wondering where I've been in the last week, I've been pretty much shadowing to get ready for this whole thing. Because again, I want our chapter to close. I want our chapter to close because win or lose, again. Oh, my cat got in.
Pardon?
I thought somebody was trying to come in.
No.
Oh, anyway, but yeah. So here's again, like I said, I want this chapter between me and Josh to finally end. I want it to put it all behind us. I want it to end, and I think this challenge is the only way I want to do it. I want to do it this way because again, he hasn't heard the stipulation. He hasn't heard, the what of the whole thing. And again, like he thinks, the reason why he's running is because he knows he thinks he's going to lose. He thinks he's going to lose.
Yeah, we've established that, but as I don't think it's a matter of winning or losing. I think he's just trying to. The daggum drama still kind of rubs him raw, as my personal drama still rubs me raw to this day. And it's not
well, if he bans you from Bloody Wars, I think that's also kind of dumb.
Well, if he bans me from Bloody Wars, I'll be in his face the next time I show up at the arcade. So
I would have been like, yeah, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, don't worry. I'm going to get him to do this challenge. I will get every bit of willpower to make this happen. Because the thing, remember, even though I've got that source, I've got more than just the source, the secret source. And I've been on your podcast like 3 times to tell you I've got power. And Josh has power too, but I've got a stronger power. So we'll see what happens. He's got, again, the clock's ticking. He's got about exactly 5 or 6 months. So
yeah, that's a long time, isn't it?
He's lucky he's got this long. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway,
Brandon, thank you for chatting with me for the few
course.
minutes, and hopefully you can tune in tomorrow.
I'll be lurking around tomorrow. See, you said you got a collector, or who was coming by?
It's going to be. Oh gosh, I'm gonna throw this back.
You had it up there a minute ago.
Well, yeah, I took it down because I had to throw something else on the screen.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes,
yeah, but I was reading it before it went away.
Yeah. Round table.
The round table.
And I have my guest for February the 6th, so that will also be announced tomorrow. So,
well, I'll definitely be lurking around again. I've been lurking on the Crimeycade just to see who's around.
Because I said it on the last show. Well, on my extra, John Liming will be on the Crimeycade on February the 6th.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I know John Liming's been before I go. Last thing I do want to note, he's been putting some scores in there. That gun for what was it? Gun Force 2, I believe.
2.
Yeah.
So he was in the building when I was there, and I asked him. So, and he agreed. So he's in, and we're gonna get to know John Liming a lot better.
I'm definitely gonna look forward to seeing John Liming. John Liming is so good. I still feel bad for when he went for that Gallagher record, and and they got him out of the water after like the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
but it'll be good. That's a good guest to have, is John Liming, a very good player, hands down, in my opinion. Anyway,
all right. See you, Brandon. And
I shall bid y'all adieu. Yep. Thank you, Steven, for having me on, as always. And I guess for the rest of you guys, you know where to follow and find me at the King Cam Blackman, the one who's not running away. And yeah, we'll honestly see. This is going to be a long 6 months, but I'll tell you one thing: all the promosm is going to be up on my YouTube channel, so there ain't going to be no stopping that.
All right.
So till we meet again.
Okay. Good night. Oh, all right. I am going to rate a channel. In fact, I'm going to be rating Scanline Heroes. They are playing Snow Brothers. In fact, the House High Galloping Ghost was toppled on this game recently, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. And till next time, I'm the Magnificent Crime Fighter. I hope to see you around the arcade soon, and have a good night, everybody.